The DAX, the UK 100, NASDAQ and Dow Jones all recovered the lost ground from the day before and traded with the bullish bias yesterday and has recovered a bit. Now what to expect from these four indices today, whether it is on the buy side or on sell side, how to profit, which position you should take trading DAX, UK 100, Nasdaq and Dow Jones, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. The next update released before the US session was that as well. Let's start. First we'll look into DAX. Look at DAX. On the early charts, prices were divergent from the moving average 20 period. It is now taking the support from the 20 period moving average, trying to rise. It is staying in this bullish channel. The highs of this channel are somewhere here at 16,680, 700 levels. So if you see it is staying above 16,700, certainly the bulls will take over there. On the downside, the support is very strong here at around 16,640. So as long as 16,640, 16,630 levels are not breached, we should not be treating DAX as bearish. Look at the stochastic. This is rising. MACD is flat. RSI is rising here. Similarly, on the 2-hour chart, similar observation, nothing different. Taking the support from 20 period, trying to rise, trying to stay bullish. And look at this beautiful channel here. We will wait for 16,680, 700 levels to be taken, and beyond this, certainly you can say that DAX is staying bullish for today as well. The stochastic has dropped, trying to rise. MACD is giving good waves here. See, first wave done, second the red part is done. It can try to cross over. RSI is flat near to top. On the 3-hour 20 period moving average is sitting at around 16,600, extremely high levels here, and prices are little divergent, 60 points divergence from the 20 period moving average. It can, for once, it can just try to touch these levels. However, only selling entry is below 16,640 levels, below which also if you are selling, remember 16,620, 600 are greater support, and it is only to be treated bearish if it stays below 16,600. Stochastic overbought. MACD has crossed over at the top, trying to trade with divergence and bearishness. RSI is near to overbought levels as well. Coming to 4-hour. On the 4-hour charts, the drop, flat bottom at 16,600, trying to rise with this. Wait for 16,680 and 700 zone. Beyond this, certainly you can say we are looking at least double top levels, and beyond double top, it is going to achieve higher highs. Though the divergence of the price from the moving average 20 period is a little higher levels. So the farther it rises from the 20 period, the chances of a pullback will be strong. Stochastic looking up, MACD has crossed over at the top and it is still trading with divergence. This is a bearish indication, but it does not mean that it cannot rise further. RSI is still overbought. Coming to the daily chart. Now look at the daily chart. The preceding candle was a consolidation candle. This candle trying to break out beyond 16,680. You can buy, expect 700 and 735 as the two resistances. Beyond 735 is where we are looking at 16,800 levels on DAX. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell here at 16,630 levels. Below 16,630, we can look forward to 16,600 and 16,560 as the two support levels. Below 16,560 is where the bears will be taking over. On the daily charts, again, too much of divergence, but it is not showing any signs of reversal. We have to wait for the signs of reversal. A bearish confirmation in DAX is only below 16,400, but further retracement on the downside is where today you can sell at 16,560 levels. Wait for it to break below 16,500 for more bearishness. Sorry, 16,640. And then below 16,640, 600 and 560 are the two support level. Below 16,560, definitely more bearishness. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at UK. UK 100 has formed a base at 7520, trying to rise from these levels, looking upwards. See, we know that 754050 is the greater resistance for UK 100. We have to wait for it to stay above these levels. But it appears it is trying to take a shape, rise, retracement, rise again. So higher highs. So possibly it can move upwards towards 7580 as well. Stochastic rising, MACD divergent and bullish, RSI rising as well. Similar observation on the 2-hour charts, forming the base here. First greener candle, second greener candle. I will definitely watch out for how it behaves around 7540, 7550 levels. Stochastic rising, MACD is divergent and bullish, RSI rising as well. Most indications are on the same lines. And if you notice this higher lows, flat top, let it give a breakout. And on the downside here also you should notice higher lows, higher highs. So suddenly the slope has changed. Just wait for it to break out beyond 7540, 7560 zone, and more bullishness may prevail there. Stochastic again back to MACD is divergent and bullish, RSI is rising. Now look at 4-hour charts. Likewise on the 4-hour charts, see trading in the zone. The important part is you can see this inverted head and shoulders on the 4-hour charts. Thus once it stays above 7540, 550 zone, stay bullish. We are looking forward to a further rise towards 7580, and then we can look forward to 7600 as well. Here also stochastic back to overbought, MACD divergent here, and RSI is looking upwards. Coming to the daily chart. Now look at the daily charts here. Higher lows, higher highs. The top here at 7600. So there is a possibility that UK 100 is staying below beyond 7540, 550 can move towards 7600 levels. Be watchful there. Right now it is taking the support here from 7515 levels, and also notice preceding two candles are swing candles with a push from the downside and a push from the upside. Both ways it has got a push and it is closed in green. Both the candles are closed in green. Thus, once it stays beyond 7540, 7550 is where the bulls will take over. Thus, take your positions accordingly. And on the downside, I will recommend to sell here at 7550, where two support levels 7500 and 7480 are going to play a major role. Only bearishness in UK 100 is if you see it is staying below 7480 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Let's have a look at Nasdaq 100. Before we look into it, if you want to learn this art of trading, you can join my mentorship batch. 28th batch is announced. Be a part of it. Register yourself now itself. Also, you can be part of my signals channel on Telegram, where trading as per the signals you can benefit. And yes, this Sunday we have a weekly webinar series where we are going to discuss what to expect from the markets in the coming week. This is a key discussion where next week FOMC is going to be the driving factor for the market. So do register for the webinar. The link is mentioned in the communities tab in my channel description, video description, and on my free Telegram channel as well. Do register for the webinar. Also visit the platform forexfunda.com where this webinar will be conducted. There you will find the links. Let's start. On the hourly charts, you can find Nasdaq 100 is consolidating here. See on the downside now it is finding a support. A selling entry is clear at 5980. And then in fact even if it draws below 5980, 940, 960 is the first support zone, then 880 is the next support zone. Now right now it is trying to look upwards, moving average is climbing upwards, and it is trying to break out. Remember one point I have mentioned several times, 16030, 16060 is the zone it needs to break out beyond. Once it stays beyond 16060 is where the bulls will take over. Stochastic rising, MACD has seen a good wave. It is trying to converge crossover. It has not yet crossed over. So be careful. Yes, a good rise is seen. It can try to cross over for a sell. RSI was overbought. Coming to 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour charts, a bullish cross is seen with the support at 15900. So far, it is just consolidating. Let it give a breakout and drop below 15980. Certainly will bring more bearishness here. And then also, even if you see it is staying below 15980, 15960, 15940 is a very, very good support. And only below 15900 is where the bears will be seen. Stochastic rise dropping from the overbought levels. MACD is still divergent and bullish. RSI is flat. Coming to 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, look at the formation here. The rise, the retracement, forming the base, the rise, it could retrace. Now retrace means how far it can come. Look at the 3-hour charts. See the bottom here is far below at 15840, 850. Let's see if it continues to give the wave or give a breakout on the upside. A breakout on the upside is where we can look forward to 100, 140 levels as well. So be careful. And on the downside, see, look at the movement. This is what we can predict from the charts. If it continues to stay below 6940, 960, 900 is the first support level, then 840, 850 will be seen. Stochastic overbought, MACD divergent, RSI very near to overbought zone. Coming to 4-hour, likewise on the 4-hour chart, see, look at the formation rise, retracement rise, and see, top of the channel is done. It could retrace to the bottom of the channel. There is a probability. Else, if it breaks out on the upside, we have to watch out from this way as well. If it breaks out on the upside, certainly we are looking forward to 140, 200 levels. Stochastic overbought, MACD divergent, MACD bullish looking upwards, RSI flat. Coming to the daily charts, Now look at the daily chart. See what it did yesterday is it has taken the support from the 20 period and now looking upwards. Also, if you notice, see this is how it has been trading. On the upside 16080, 16100 is the first resistance zone. Yes, you can buy here at 16020 levels or expect 16040, 16060, 16080. So as long as 16080 is there, put a 20 points trailing stop loss. Remember, it can also achieve the highs and can show you the swings as well. The weekend expiry can bring a little volatility. Stochastic is rising here. MACD is still bearish. I have shared you earlier as well that MACD is crossing over at a higher levels. Even if it converges, it can try to trade with divergence next week. RSI rising. Thus, considering this, I will recommend you to buy here at 16020 and expect it to rise towards 16080, but with the 20 points trailing stop loss. As long as 16080 is not taken, it can reverse any point of time. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell here at 1580 levels, below 5980. 5940, 60 is the first resistance zone, and then 5900 is the second support levels. Only below 5900, 880 is where the bears will take over, and then we can look forward to 840, 850 as the next targets. So take your trades accordingly. Now let's have a look at US30 on the early charts, taking the base, creating higher bases here. 36100, 36080 is now the first support levels. Thus, the selling entry is clear. Below 36080, you can sell, but the top of the channel also you should look at. Right now, it is looking upwards. Also, if you notice this is staying in this bearish channel. Let it give a breakout above 36200, then further bullishness will be seen. Stochastic is rising, MACD is bullish, RSI is rising. Coming to 2 hour, look at the 2 hour chart. See, this wave is done, second wave is initiating here. Thus, more bullishness may prevail. We may see US30 staying above 36200 as well. Be watchful. If you see it is staying above 36150, stay bullish, stay in long here. Expect 36200, 240, and in fact 300 levels. Stochastic and retrace. MACD is divergent. MACD is bullish, looking upwards. RSI is looking upwards as well. On the 3 hour charts, likewise, yes, one greener candle, second in making. I will just watch out for how it behaves at around 36160 levels, and then 36200 is the next targets, and beyond that, more bullishness may prevail. Stochastic flat, MACD is trying to cross over for buy, RSI is flat. Coming to 4 on the 4 hour charts here as well, it has taken the support from the 20 period and trying to rise. So once it stays beyond, see these two candles, that is 36160 going to play a major role. So once it stays beyond 36060, you can initiate a buying position. Expect so 36160, if it stays above, we can look forward to 36200, and then beyond 36200, this time we are looking at 36260 and 300 levels as the next resistance. Stochastic rising, MACD is bearish trying to converge, RSI looking upwards as well. And on the daily charts, now look at the daily chart. See why I am saying 36160, it needs to break past by. See, first of all, preceding two candles, lower highs, lower lows. Just let it break beyond the preceding top at 36160, and then you can say that it can try to move towards 36300 as well towards the end of the day. Stochastic has dropped. MACD is on the verge of a crossover. This is a bearish cross. This is something we should be careful of. It is fragile. It can break any point of time. It is coming from a higher level that it can break sharply as well. RSI overbought, trying to cool down. Thus, considering this, I will recommend you to buy at 36160. 36200, 260, 300, three resistance level. Remember, US30 is still overbought and it is continuing to trade overbought, and thus you have to wait because it is fragile and it can crash any point of time. That is my expectation. Right now it is holding on, and thus I will recommend you to sell here at 36080. Below that you can expect 36040, 36000, and 35950, 35900 are the two supports. Then 35800 and 500 are the next support levels. Far below levels, but I expect it to move on the downside. Maybe if not this week, then next week. But yes, it has to. Right now it is looking upwards. You have to just stick to the levels and trade as per the levels. Trade accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. See you again before the US session update. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead.